quorum. I want to recognize my senior chairs, Setzer, Kidwell, and Ray. Introduction of Sergeant at Arms, Marvin Lee. Where's Marvin? Right over here to my right. John Gilbert, also to my right. Teresa, back over here. And Warren Hawkins in the back. Thank you for being here this morning. Let's see. Today for clerk, we have my legislative assistant, Anita Spence, and Carrington from the principal clerk's LA's office. And Pages, welcome to finance. All right, let's see how I can do on these names. Okay, so when I recognize you, feel free to stand and give us a pageant wave if you'd like. Andrew DiMiglio. Oh, good job, nice wave. That's Representative Matthew Winslow, right here. Welcome. Okay, Lucas Dorick. Is that right? Help me. DeRoe, okay. All right, and that's Representative Jason Sang. Welcome. Shepard Goldstein. And that's Representative Eric Ager. Welcome. Paul Henning. Good morning. That's Representative John Hardister's a sponsor. Emma Lohman. Hi, Emma. And that's Representative Aaron Pares sponsoring her. Max Lubson. Very good. And Speaker Tim Moore is your sponsor. And Ellie Riddle. Hi, Ellie. Rep Jennifer Balcom. Welcome. Hope you're having a great week. Members of the committee, we have two bills before us. Let's see. Only one of them has a PCS, so we're going to start with House Bill 132. This is a government agencies bill, delivery of permits. I'm actually on this bill, but Representative Crutchfield's the main primary sponsor. There's a PCS on this bill, so without objection, the PCS is before us. Seeing no objection, the PCS is before us. Representative Crutchfield, you have the floor to explain your bill, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 132 is a permit bill that directs state agencies, county and city permitting offices to mail permits to the requested permittee. Across the state, what happens a lot of times in smaller towns is you apply for a permit and then they require you to drive to their town to pick that permit up. This bill is really kind of designed to keep people at work, have the permit agencies agree to mail those permits. The permittee can opt to receive the permit by mail or to pick up the permit in person. Additionally, the bill allows agencies to charge the cost of postage so that there is no undue cost put on the agencies. It does not prevent any agencies from exercising due process for proper verification or safety measures. Simply directs when permit is issued, it can be sent to individuals without them having to go there to pick it up, and I stand for any questions.
Well, thank you, Representative Crutchfield. I saw Representative Winslow, but I think he wants to make a motion at the appropriate time. Is that correct? Yes. Representative Warren, waving me off. Okay. Members of the committees, any questions or comments on this particular bill? Representative Butler, you're recognized for a question or comment.
Thank you. I was just wondering, do any local authority, do they email them? I mean, it even seems sort of ludicrous to mail them.
Representative Crutchfield, you recognized.
Some do email them. It just depends on whether they're advanced enough in their process to have that. A lot of places you can apply online, but then they make you come pick them up. So this just makes it easier for people to get their permits back.
Great. Good bill. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Members of the committee, any other questions or comments? Anyone from the public to speak on this? Seeing none, Representative Winslow, it's appropriate time, sir.
Thank you, and thank you for running this bill. It's a good bill. Let's see. I make a favorable report on the PCS for House Bill 132 with referral to rules, unfavorable to the original.
Very good. So members of the committee have heard the motion.
So to proceed with that, it's strictly on the finance part. It's page 3 of the bill. We're dealing with a fee that's $200 for a state program and local program. That was set up as original. It's $100 for the state program, which is what they charge, and $100 for the local program. And so what we decided to do in the bill is, if we're going to combine these two and take the federal permit and use that as the basis, because that's the more extensive one, then we're going to allow them to charge $200, but $100 will go to the state as usual. The other $100 will go to local to administer it, but they won't actually be issuing a permit. The second one is on page 4, right at the very top. This deals with what's called grading permits, and what's called the National Pollution, the NPDES permit, which is the federal program permit. They created what's called the NCGO1, which is the erosion control permit itself, and that in itself is a grading permit because that gives permission to disturb the land. So what we're saying is that locals can't add on a grading permit if they're already getting an NCG01 permit. Basically, we're doing the same thing and currently charging 2 fees to accomplish the same thing. What we're doing is narrowing it down to 1 and then charging the 1 fee. So the local government will not be allowed to charge a fee for grading if they already are getting an NCG01 grading permit from the state also. I believe that's it, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Representative Brody, for taking us through the finance components of the bill. Members of the committee, you've heard his explanations. Any questions or comments for Representative Brody? Representative Pike, you're recognized for question or comment? Okay, I think Winslow may have got ahead of you. Nope, he's deferring to you. Okay, I'll hold that thought. We'll make sure. Is there anyone from the public speak on this? Oh, Representative Butler, you're recognized for question or comment.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I just understand that this, just so we're clear, this bill does limit local authority in terms of these permits. Is that correct? I mean, to say that it's characterized in a way that would prohibit a local authority from demanding more of a developer than the state?
Representative Brody, recognized.
No, actually not. What it does is just the process of doing a permit. We're still allowing the local government to administer. The local governments that do have a program to administer these, there's about 54 of them in the state. Not everyone does it. But we're allowing them to continue to administer it and get a fee for it, but now they don't have to write the permit. They're just going to be accepting the NCG01 from the state.
Just a quick follow-up, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, you're recognized for a follow-up, Representative Butler.
I'll be candid. I haven't had an opportunity to delve into this as deeply as I would like, but it was my understanding that some local authorities, municipalities, and various things, as we all know, some of them have differing requirements. And we've talked about that many times, about how it's sort of hard to know what the requirements are in these various jurisdictions. But some of them do impose specific requirements. And it's my understanding that this bill is much like the Hardison Amendment, which limits local authority from, layering on their special requirements. And if that's the case, I feel like that is a bad precedent, because each local jurisdiction has their own specific requirements for a specific purpose. So I just raised that for the committee's review and thought process as we move on through. I am also appreciative of the bill sponsor's willingness. I know he continues to work on this with various stakeholders, and so I applaud you for doing that. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Representative Butler. Members of the committee, any other questions or comments? And there's no one here to speak publicly on the bill. So that said, Representative Pike, it looks like it's the appropriate time, sir. Very good. Members of the committee, you heard Representative Pike's motion for a favorable report for House Bill 579 with a referral to the Committee on Rules. If you support the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye. If you oppose, please say no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. The ayes do have it. The bill moves ahead to rules. Thank you, Representative Brody.
Thank you,
congratulations.
Mr. Chairman, committee.
Members of the committee, that completes our business this morning. Thank you for attending. We're adjourned.